Okay, when I say break, I expect you to break. When I say stop, I expect you to stop. Your punches, a key here is good. Punches here are going to be good. Touch them up. Thank you.
Man.
Round one. This one's scheduled for 10. Romero did fight less than 30 days ago. He dropped an 8-round decision to Manuel James in Modesto on July 13th. Kenny Sims, of course, was a part of that absolute war against Batir Akhmedov last May. There are many people who I respect in the business who felt that was the best fight that they saw all of last year.
Sims landed some good jabs to the body. You know, that's what you want to do, test that body right there by Romero. Getting the call in less than 24 hours.
This body shot there from Sims. Sims, you'd have to think, not looking to waste much time in this fight. He's seen Momo Romero in 2 of his last 3 fights getting knocked out early by Abraham Nova and by his friend, Albert Bell. And Sims certainly aware of what the expectation is for him in this fight, but Momo Romero, gotta hand it to him, he's at least swinging.
Yeah, he's throwing some shots back, but he's getting ripped to the body right now with his back against the rope. And Sims doing what he's supposed to do, man. Sit on these shots, get him out of there.
Hard body shot again there from Sims. That left hand just sinking into the midsection of Momo Romero. Romero, after losing that world title that we referenced, basically retreated back home to Colombia. Was more or less fighting in obscurity before reappearing to take assignments like this one. And this one is going about as well as those fights against Nova and Bell, as Sims is just all over him here in the opening round. Big left hook from Sims.
Right. Come on,
Yeah,
right quick.
Romero
Stop.
felt that left hook, held on immediately.
Let him out. Let him out. Let him out.
Sims trying to break loose. Romero trying to buy a couple extra seconds. The 37-year-old old vet fighting way above his natural weight. And again, credit to Momo Romero for saving this fight and for taking this opportunity. But this fight, Gabe, is looking like what you would expect it to look like given the circumstances.
For sure. You know, and you know, Sims, you know, props to Golden Boy for putting him in a position where he's able to fight. Because, you know, to get a fighter under 24 hours is not easy.
Sims recently signed with Golden Boy Promotions after an amicable split from PBC.
10 seconds. Yes, segundos.
Big right hook from Sims a moment ago, now working out of the southpaw stance and just battering Romero in the closing moments of the round.
Thank you.
It's round 2 now underway. Kenneth Sims Jr. and the former world champion, Jonathan Romero, the ultra late replacement, stepping in for Jair Valtierra, who was unable to make it to this contest. And Sims completely dominant in that first round. Sims hunts down some of the bigger names in the 140-pound division. Lands a nice left hook up top.
You know, Sims is keeping that jab busy, which is opening big shots for him. You know, he can easily, you know, start throwing big shots, but then he'll give Romero the opportunity of him probably making a mistake. So it's good that he's staying disciplined behind the jab. You don't want to make a mistake.
Double, tripling up on the jab there is Sims, and this is something that he can do and will do, just flowing between orthodox and southpaw. He lands a nice chopping right hook and another one.
Yeah, that hook wobbled him. He felt that one.
That body shot certainly didn't feel nice either. Now Sims just lining up Romero along the ropes. Big left hook there from Romero, from Sims, as he flows back to the orthodox stance and now is just uncorking uppercuts on the inside. Sims doing whatever he wants right now.
Yeah, it's pretty much target practice right now for Sims. Landing a good left hook to the body right there. It's a good jab to the stomach right there, opening big shots.
Sims now bringing those uppercuts to the body a moment ago. We're inside the final minute of round 2.
Wow.
And every passing minute is just another heap of punishment that Romero has to endure. As you mentioned, Gabe, just target practice for Kenny Sims at the moment.
Yeah, I'm pretty surprised that Romero was able to take this punishment. He's getting hit flush with some big, big shots.
Sims said he's very familiar with Romero. He's been in the gym with him in Las Vegas. And Sims, also just a rabid consumer of boxing. He knew who Momo Romero was from his time as a world champion. He watches everything.
10 seconds. Yes,
just missing with that left hook. As the seconds tick away here in round 2. Round 3 underway. One-way traffic here between Kenneth Sims Jr. and Jonathan Momo Romero. And Sims looking to work his way into a big fight at 140 pounds.
Wow.
And look at Momo Romero putting a couple shots together here at the beginning of the round.
You know, Romero's last fight was July, what, 13?
Yeah.
So, you know, he's probably a guy that stays in the gym, because if he didn't, you know, I think with the volume of punches that Sims been landing, he'd be out of there now.
Yeah, and again, credit to Momo Romero for giving an honest effort here, too.
Yeah.
A lot of times you see these situations, and fighters will take the fight, but are more or less here to lay down.
Yeah.
If Sims is going to score a knockout, clearly, he's going to have to earn it.
Yeah, right there, he just rolled a couple shots, coming back with a punch, with a combination 4-punch combo, and he's trying to land something big.
The crowd briefly getting behind Romero, but he gets blasted with a big right hand and another one.
And look, to take those kind of shots, you've got to be in the gym. Look, Romero, call him out. Let's go. Pablo, let's go.
Sims bragged that he is never in a boring fight. And that certainly remains true here tonight. This might be a very one-sided fight, but it is certainly not boring.
No, both fighters having their moments. You know, Sims is dominating, but you know, props to Romero. He's landing some good shots as well.
No, stop! Let him out.
Sims, of course, had his coming out party, so to speak, with that 2021 win over Elvis Rodriguez. He thought that at that point, he'd kind of have the jetpack strapped to him. It didn't really turn out that way, but everyone within the industry really found out just how good Sims could be that night.
And you know, Sims is doing pretty much what he has to do, but at the same time, he has to be careful because Romero's crafty. He's a vet, and he's trying to set traps and look for an opportunity to catch Sims clean.
Sims just placing that left hand to the body right along the belt line of Romero. Romero looks for a body shot of his own. Final 10 seconds of round 3 as Romero absorbs some more body work from Sims, and you're right, he is feeling those ones. And one more for good measure right at the bell. Round 4 underway. And Sims told us in fighter meetings that his goal in every fight is to make someone who didn't previously know him say, "Who was that?" after the fight. And obviously in a fight like this, where the expectation is that he wins and probably scores a knockout also, he wants to do something sensational so that he can still have that effect.
Yeah, you know, and he has great skills. I like that jab to the body. He throws combinations and then he finishes with a stiff jab to the body. It's a smart move. setting a guy up for another big shot. Right there, both guys landed big hook.
Nice shot there from Sims. Let's send it over to Beto Duran, who's in the Romero corner.
And Gabe, you're right. Romero is complaining about that eye. He said he was poked in the eye, and that's bugging him. They said he can still see, but it's getting a little blurry. Also, he told his corner, I can take your shots.
That certainly has been true thus far. But you heard Sims's corner in between rounds say it's going to be the accumulation of punishment that gets him. You see a deep breath from Romero a moment ago. And Sims is not letting up.
Man, Romero got hard. You know, he's sucking it up. And he's not here to survive. He's trying to win the fight.
Big overhand right there from Sims.
Good left hook.
Romero willing to go down swinging. And as we saw in that firefight against Akhmedov, Kenny Sims, well, he's willing to engage in this kind of violence as well.
Man, these are great combinations. He's firing up top. A lot of decoy shots up top to set up the big body shot. And it's landing clean, but Romero is just taking it.
See the strategy shifting just slightly here, going back to the edict of the Sims corner that it will be an accumulation of punches that ends this one. You see the volume of Sims loading up a little less, although as I say that, he lines up a big right hand.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's going to be an accumulation of punches because, you know, Romero is taking these one big shots, and he's not going anywhere. But, you know, these total up as the rounds go.
Well, 20 seconds of round 4.
Oh, he felt that body shot. You hear?
Yeah, the body language of Romero starting to change here.
10 seconds.
In the 4th round, you see the mouth open, a little more movement. As the punishment from Kenny Sims just continues to pile up.
You know, this is the perfect example, Corey, why fighters need to stay ready. You never know when you get the call.
Yeah, as we mentioned, less than 24 hours notice for Jonathan Romero. Was indeed here in Las Vegas. Was able to step in on about as short notice as you could possibly get clearance from the commission.
I think the fastest short notice I had was 3 days.
Was that for you or your opponent?
No, for me.
For you?
Yeah, I got a 3-day notice. One by knockout.
Kenneth Sims looking to win by knockout, potentially here in the 5th round. You heard the corner of Momo Romero asking him if he wanted to continue. Romero said, give me one more round.
Keep him up, keep him up.
We may be watching the closing moments of this fight, regardless of whether Sims gets the stoppage within the confines of it or not.
And you know, Corey, Sims is doing everything right. Applying the pressure, going down to the body, big shots up top. But Romero's just stubborn, man. He's not going anywhere. Great body shot right there by Sims. Great set of shots, decoy shots, pitter-patter shots, and then he digs the body. Use that jab to the body that I like.
Sims just measuring Romero on the inside. Nice left hook off the pivot from Kenneth Sims. Romero with another one of these big flurries, but he gets blasted by 2 huge right hands. You heard the official telling Romero, you got to show me something. He's showing a lot of heart in here tonight. And maybe defying expectations a little bit. But he is in a dangerous spot and trying to find a way out.
You know, this is a great arsenal by Sims, but Romero is tough. He's firing back.
See the guttural yell from Romero, trying to get himself psyched up. Right now, he's just getting psyched up to take more punishment.
And you know, Romero's feet are gone. His feet are shot. His legs are shot. That's why you see him laying on the ropes, kind of rest his legs and see if he can counter off the ropes. Right now he's moving because he was taking way too much punishment against the ropes.
Closing moments here of round 5, and it'll be very interesting to hear the conversation in the Romero corner.
I think that's it. I think Romero, I think that's it. You know, his corner said that we stopped the
That
fight.
was just trying
he
to
said,
survive.
give me one more round. I think this is it.
Ya no quiere pelear. ¿Te está preguntando si quiere pelear o no? Sí, claro. Sí, claro.
Benito,
¿Te está preguntando si quiere pelear?
can't see?
Que si quiere pelear o no.
And that is it. Jonathan Romero kind of beating around the bush there, didn't want to say it outright that he didn't want any more, but clearly you can read between the lines. And this one is over. Kenneth Sims Jr. with the TKO victory. This one.
You know, right here, Romero, you know, he was firing back. But Sims was too much. That check hook was there all day, landing clean, flush. And the body work right here, just breaking him down. The body work is what took the legs away from Romero. You know, he was just laying against the ropes right here, trying to get a breather. But he's getting hit with big, big shots. You know, and Sims would fire big shots, but he would pick his shots right here with a jab. Stand it up with a good jab. It was just too much firepower from Romero.
All right, let's make it official and send it back up to Mark
Ladies
Frano.
and gentlemen, here in Las Vegas, based on information provided by the blue corner, the referee in charge, Robert Hoyle, calls for a halt to this contest. The official time comes at the end of round number 5. Your winner by TKO from Englewood, Chicago, Illinois, Kenneth Bossman Sims Jr.